What's going on, Freak Nation? It is a fantastic Freaks Friday. I am in a very mundane, simplified media room at Texas Motor Speedway. You jealous, Richie?
I am. I haven't been to Texas in a while. Haven't been to Texas Motor Speedway. So of course I am. Looks
you
sweet.
have not been here?
I have not been to Texas Motor Speedway.
We must change that. We
Yeah,
must
man.
change that. Hey, first of all, though, Kenny, it's not a mundane room. We used to talk about this over and over and over again. That is our penthouse suite at Texas Motor Speedway. Do not forget that.
Right. The art of
Just
illusion.
because you have just because you have plastic banners up behind you does not mean that it's not still a very ritzy room.
Right. That's a very good point, Crash. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
Crasher, Suave, yours truly. Again, hanging out at Texas Motor Speedway for me. IndyCar is here on Sunday. They will be practicing and qualifying on Saturday. Might be a little difficult for us to get an IndyCar driver or two, given the fact that it's really a tight window. But we're going to try, Freak Nation. We're going to try. We started this show off with the Speed Freaks intro because we've got Statman from Speed Freaks that's going to be joining us on one of our interviews coming up in about 10 or 15 minutes with Rob Halford. And the reason we're bringing up Rob Halford is finally they're on the road now. They're celebrating their 52 years of heavy metal. They were supposed to start this 2 years ago, but they're on the road. And yours truly, tell me how this works out. My nephew's baby shower is Saturday. The IndyCar race is on Sunday. And Judas Priest is on Friday. How does that happen?
The moons aligned. Moons aligned. It was meant to be, Ken.
Yeah. Thursday got to see Mom. I'll see Mom later on today. Man, it's badass. So, yeah, man, Rob Halford will be coming up here in the Freak Nation. Richie, do you have any brackets for the March Madness going on?
No.
Well, here's the thing. I think this is the second year in a row where I have not filled one out.
You are a shitbag. Why?
I know. It's just what we didn't do. We usually do it for the most part when we had the daily radio show. We would do a Freaks bracket every year, and so that would be the only one I do. And then we haven't done that in the last couple of years, so I'm just like, ASU's not in it. I don't care. I'm not going to fill out a bracket. So my interest level for this year's tournament is way, way down from what it used to be. Got it. But so no, to answer your question, no. However, I did watch Kansas play last night. Their starting point guard is a familiar face to myself and a lot of other Sun Devils you may or not be watching. That's Remy Martin, transferred to Kansas. And I was watching him play last night. And I was like, this is awesome. Because Remy Martin's one of my favorite Sun Devil basketball players of all time. And he had played a great game last night. And after I watched Kansas play with Remy Martin as well as he played, I was like, Kansas is going to win this whole G-dang thing. So I am a Jayhawk, baby. Rock chalk the rest of the way. Let's go.
Oh, help
so I
us.
popped $20. I popped $20 on them on my DraftKings app. 7-1
All
was
because
their
you
odds.
watched them. You
All
dropped
because
money
they were-
because you watched them.
All because they were one of the few teams I actually watched and enjoyed watching. They're a number one seed for a reason, though. U of A's not going to win it. I'm going to go out there on a limb and say that. They haven't made it to a Final Four in 25 years for a reason.
But wouldn't it be sweet revenge for the Miller family if they did go, finally, without
Crasher, that'd be
Sean
difficult
Miller.
for Richie to confer with you on
Just
that.
a wee bit, because Sean Miller's an a-hole. Former coach, of course, of the Wildcats. So no, still no? Just to kind of stick it to him?
No, don't like them.
All right.
Nope.
Then I won't tell you Henley's bracket or how she has it filled out.
Well, just go ahead. Tell her who's in the finals.
Oh, yeah. Texas and Arizona is the final game. She even took my Hoosiers pretty far. Actually, didn't she have the Hoosiers against the Longhorns, Kenny? So she had my team and your team. And then she's like, I gotta go with Dad on this one.
I think they met in the Elite Eight, right?
How'd that work out for the Hoosiers?
Wow. Crasher, how far do you have Kentucky going, by the way?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. I have a very large red line on all 4 rounds. Yeah, Kentucky. Wah, wah. Don't tell me you had them. Come on. You had them going pretty far, too.
I had them losing to Murray State in the second round. Or San Francisco. No, Murray State, yeah. Right?
No,
it was Murray State and San Francisco last night.
Yes, yes. Our daughter has San Francisco. And her reasoning was and she even repeated this again last night right before the game. We have to watch the San Francisco game. I love that city.
Yes.
That's why she did. That was a good game, though. That was probably the best one of the day. That was a really, really good game.
And with our text thread last night, you were right, Crasher. Watching that game is, and like my brother said on the text thread, how are these two such lower seeds? That was boy basketball.
Yeah, it was good.
Right?
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, it was great.
The best part, though, of the first round of the NCAA tournament was this, courtesy of the Indiana cheerleader.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, quick backstory to this. I was at my parents' house yesterday, and I had this game on. So I was with my mom and my sisters, and the game was on the TV. And I don't think I've ever seen them more interested in a basketball game until this particular moment happened, because all of us were just like, what is happening right now?
And
so,
mind you, look at the score. It's pathetic.
And the ball is stuck.
Oopsies.
We've got an issue now. Let's get the cheerleader up. Get her up there. This is how you do it.
There you go.
Oh, what a play.
It's just an extension. That male cheerleader just became the hero of the game.
I don't know who was the. I think that it sounds like Andrew Catalon was on the play-by-play guy for that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. He nailed that, and that's what made it so much better. Is how excited he was.
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular.
So yeah,
And,
March Madness.
Let me give you even more of a backstory to that. Sorry, I just remembered this. That also happened last week in the Big Ten tourney. And an Indiana cheerleader had to get it down. Yes, that might be. I'm not so sure. We were on spring break then, so I didn't see that game. I think it was Michigan, Indiana versus Michigan, and that might be why he got so excited. Get the cheerleader in there.
Right, he was all about it.
He's like, I remember this.
There's someone else that
Oh yeah.
swallowed the Calipari Kool-Aid. And that's
Whoa! And also, he was swallowing a bunch of Big Ten Kool-Aid.
with Iowa,
So
right?
the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Big Ten champions, go out in round 1. Oh my gosh, so embarrassing.
This would be a very good. We could do like 3 or 4 tier topics, 3 or 4 tier questions with the same topic. When Calipari, again, I know what I'm saying here. When he lost last night, I just get joy out of watching a crook lose. All right, I get joy when the Washington professional football team loses, when the Yankees lose, when Alabama loses, Sooners, Notre Dame. We should just have like a separate category, Crasher. What college football team do you get the most joy out of watching them lose? Then you could do basketball. Then you could do pro football. NBA, but IndyCar, NASCAR. IndyCar, maybe not anymore. I mean, Juan Pablo was either you loved him or you hated him. But NASCAR.
Hey, hold on. You got to love him this year.
Oh, right. Absolutely. God, I love Juan Pablo
year.
Montoya.
Yeah. Juan Pablo, he's Lucas Oil sponsored. So
Hell yes.
Let's not forget that.
One of my favorite drivers of all time. Love the guy. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You and Statman. You guys should just go to the Grand Prix 2 weeks before the Indy 500, where his entire car is going to be Lucas Oil adorned. And you guys just need to have an interview with him. Don't you dare send me to do it. You guys do it.
Love me some Juan Pablo.
But yeah, you're right. We should have the most hated, some sort of a bracket for the most hated. Yeah.
Okay, Rob Halford, Judas Priest is in town tonight. And I say in town because I'm in Texas. I'm actually in Fort Worth at Texas Motor Speedway. Staying in Irving, not Michael Irvin. I'm staying in Irving, just down the street from where Judas Priest is playing tonight.
Ooh.
Already saluting Rob Halford and the boys. I look like I've been working out, man. Look at that.
Is that a medium you got on? Is that why?
No, dude, this was one of those largest from back in the day largest when, people were actually fit the sizes.
Right.
Before, diabetes was a crime. I don't even know what I meant by that. But,
Well, yeah.
yeah, you know
I
what I
do.
mean. All right. Again, when we come back, Rob Halford of Judas Priest, he'll be here with us in the Freak Nation as we celebrate Judas Priest and the 52 years.
Not 51, not 52.
Mm-mm. No. More Freaks next. Hey, Freak Nation, our buds at General Tire want to give you $70 back on a Visa prepaid card. How do you get it? Well, you buy 4 qualifying passenger tires from General Tire, up to $70 back. We're not talking these high-performance bad boys you see in the ARCA series. Passenger tires. You follow me? For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. GeneralTire.com. General Tire delivers for whatever you do. And, of course, the official tire of the Freak Nation.
Have you heard about Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner? Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner is made of the highest quality components, giving you superior performance and leaving no residue. How do you apply this? You apply Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner liberally to the parts that need to be cleaned. You'll eliminate brake fluid, grease, dust, and dirt components. We know a little bit about that here in the desert, I'd say. And basically what that does is that makes you a happy driver because now your brake noise is gone and your performance has gone up. Boom.
Hey, I'm Kyle Busch. The biggest racing weekend ever at Worldwide Technology Raceway is coming June 3rd through the 5th. The party starts Thursday with the NASCAR Fan Fest and Hauler Parade at Ballpark Village. Cup practice and truck qualifying on Friday, Cup qualifying and the Toyota 200 on Saturday, and it all wraps up on Sunday with the Enjoy Illinois 300. This is the first time in a lifetime to see the NASCAR Cup Series at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Go to worldwidetechnologyraceway.com to get your tickets now. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism.
This is now on the internet.
But getting on the internet takes forever.
Reading War and Peace takes forever. Getting on the net with AT&T WorldNet, fast.
War and Peace, Russian literature, aisle 3.
Yeah, but going online can cost you an arm and a leg.
AT&T WorldNet will not cost an arm and a leg.
Anatomy, aisle 7. I spend all day searching and searching. And
AT&T WorldNet is like having your own personal guide to the internet.
Travel, aisle 1.
Finally, your internet is ready. With AT&T WorldNet, you can email friends or chat and make some new ones. Surf the web. There's even child safety software.
You know what was fantastic watching Richie watch that internet commercial? Richie was looking like, whoa. Like people seeing a car for the first time. That's how they used to advertise the internet before I was born or when I was born.
Well, I'm not that young, for frick's sake. Jesus, I remember dial-up internet, and that's what that brought me back to, is dial-up internet. My main focus of that particular spot was trying to figure out who that actor was, because I can't remember his G-dang name. I know he was in a bunch of TV shows and stuff like that. I can't remember his name, though. Most 90s commercial I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah. That was what's his name? Yeah, come on, Richie. He had the series with what's her name.
Oh.
Yeah. My gosh.
And the series was, what's it called?
Yeah. I mean, 3 very intelligent people here. I bet Rob Halford. Jeff, Dave, Dan, Steven, Pecker. Dang. Huh? Come on, Richie. How I Met Your Sister.
No.
What was it?
Not,
Dang.
No.
Why don't you try and look it up, Richard?
I don't even know how to start looking it up. That's the thing. I don't even know what to Google.
Was he in the tornado movie? Wasn't he in the tornado movie, Crasher? With him and what's her name?
Yes, what is his name? Come on. Tornado movie actors.
Or was that the guy that was in Weird Science that was in the tornado movie? Man, you guys stink.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't see the commercial. My eyes were elsewhere. Sorry.
Who the hell's going to help us out here, man? Got all these damn people.
Something I hate about you or something. That was the name of the show. But
yeah. Somebody, listen, we got all these people watching us. You can't tell us what the dude's name was in the commercial? Jeff? It's his dang name. We're going to spend 10 minutes trying to figure. Would you guys do some damn research next time? What do I got to do? Produce the whole damn show, Richie? God.
Yeah. Because we don't know wherever your brain is going to go to start asking us
I
questions.
just remembered it completely out of nowhere.
No,
It's
you didn't.
Paul Reiser.
Yes, thank you.
Kid you not. Hang on. This is what my screen looks like right now. I kid you not. It's not even gonna let me do it. You son of a bitch. But I kid you not. I didn't look it up. I just, for whatever reason, just remembered his goddamn name off the top of my head. Yes.
Ask and you shall receive, Kenny.
Nice.
And that's how you pay off 3 minutes of random conversation, everybody. You're welcome.
Mad About You was the show, but what was the movie where he made his mark?
Not Twister or whatever the heck that movie was.
Okay, it wasn't Twister, right?
No.
He was in Beverly Hills Cop. He was in, it was Aliens. Bam! That's what it was, with Sigourney Weaver.
Yes. Yeah,
Yep.
he played the a-hole corporate guy.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
That's where he made his mark for me. Yeah, there we go. All right,
Glad
man.
we
Better.
solved that.
We're better for it. Judas Priest is in Dallas, Texas tonight. Actually, Irving, Texas. Not
Irvin.
Michael, don't call me Irving. Irvin. And we're celebrating the fact that Rob Halford is a very good friend of the Freak Nation. I mean, Rob Halford sent me a damn birthday video. That was so badass with Crasher and Trouble F working that one for me. That was badass. Here's Rob Halford when he was in the studio in, was it December of 29, Crasher, or 18?
29 or 18?
Okay, December of 19. Hey.
Ooh, that's a good
1929.
question. I want to, I don't know.
Because he talks about,
but I don't know.
Talks about Confess coming out here.
Again, questions that it would be nice if we had a heads up on.
Well, I told you I was going to throw back some Rob Halford, damn it. All right, guys, Rob Halford, and you'll find out where this whole thing came about in this interview. Let me get to, you'll find out where this all started.
This is Big E.
I want residuals.
Yep. We'll go back a couple of years. No, where are we? We'll go back 3 years, almost 3 years with Rob. Then we'll fast forward to middle of last year, Crasher, when Rob joined you, Stat, and yours truly to talk about a new book, Confess.
So
Rob
it's
Halford.
ultimately a fallback Friday and then a little bit of a fast forward in the fallback.
Dang. What I'm talking about. You deserve a drum roll for that.
Thank you.
Okay. Rob Halford in the Freak Nation.
David Lee Roth and Rob Halford.
Okay, so we did the show. Priest and Van Halen in the Santa Monica Civic.
Oh, that was to be.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I watched the very early things of Van Halen. It was just like I can't describe it, you know. But anyway, we did a show together and
late 70s.
Yeah, probably one of the first trips that Priest made to this beautiful country, and we were just hanging out, and somehow or another we ended up in the bathroom of the Santa Monica Civic, smoking certain kinds of cigarettes and drinking some Heinekens, and there it was, you know. And Dave was Dave of Dave, because Diamond Dave, this great rock and roll personality, but he was on fire at those very early Van Halen moments, you know. What a great band, great rock and roll band. So, yeah, we were just chin-wagging in the bathroom.
What does that mean?
Chin-wagging.
That's a British expression. Have you heard of chin-wagging?
Is that when you just kind of yes to
No,
each
it's
other?
like a British thing when you know, like I'm doing now, I'm chin-wagging.
So, that's the story? You stand up in the bathroom? I mean, you guys...
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kenny. What else do you want, Kenny?
No, what Kenny
It's a family
wants,
show.
He needs to buy your book next
Yes,
year
the book.
for
It'll
the
be in the
further
book.
details.
You find out all of these expressions, just like when I did the ride show with Norman Reedus, Daryl from The Walking Dead,
right.
And we were playing putt-putt golf in Scottsdale, Night Glow putt-putt golf in Scottsdale, and I'm saying, Norman, give it some welly. And he goes, what? because he had the golf club and we were pitting the bright. We were all wearing this like luminous clothing. That was trippy, and I'm saying, give it some welly. Oh, what is a welly? So that's a British expression for giving it. Give it some oomph, which is what will give it some oomph.
Yeah.
What's the?
I like Willie better.
What's the American expression that kind of correlates?
Give it a go. Give it a hit the damn ball.
Just hit it.
Hit
the
hard.
ball. Hit it at the ballpark.
Throttle it.
Yeah, that's like give it some welly.
I like Willie.
I do too. And the
so
book
again, another chapter for the book will be about giving it welly.
It's going to be out in October, and the name of the book will be
Confess.
Right.
Confess. I don't know where this came from, but it just felt very appropriate because the love of my life has always been in music. Judas Priest. Judas Priest, Confess.
But you say it's been revealing even to yourself. These are your stories, but it's just been refreshing to tell them, putting pen to paper.
Yeah, and it's cathartic too. It's cathartic too because, again, when I come on your show, I always mention about my beautiful life as being a sober gay man for 33 years, 34 years coming up.
Congratulations.
January the 6th. And so, yeah, the whole business about living a clean and sober life is you have to be an honest person. You have to tell the truth. You don't lie anymore. And as a result of that, all of these revelations that you were kind of holding back previously, now they're just, here it is, folks. Make of it what you will. But it's also the point of, I cannot stand unauthorized biographies because it's just like tattletale, Did that really happen? Is that a story from a story from a story? Well, in this instance, you're going to get it from the horse's mouth.
Wow.
Weddling. Or what was the other? Chin napping.
Chin wagging.
Chin wagging.
Yeah.
Well, we've called that neck effing before.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Right. But it's been great. It's been very cathartic. I mean, sometimes you just start bawling because you have a memory of your mom or your dad, and when they passed away so many years ago, and it brings back a memory of something, and it's this incredible, overwhelming, crushing wave of love that hits you, because when you lose a loved one, you're always grieving, whether you know it or not. You're always grieving. So, and it's to me, it's the most beautiful expression of love is when you truly grieve, because that's the great love connection to someone that you've lost or that maybe you're losing now. So I've gone Oprah. So,
we get cars.
Oprah
we got
again.
sad piano. Here you go.
Little Bob passed away today. He lived lovely, beautiful. He brought joy and happiness. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, that's great.
Little Bob.
One more segment, please. One more.
Yes, okay.
You haven't even opened up the Kit Kats, man.
I've just been thinking about this. My sister's dog was put down a few days ago. And then my producer lost his cat after 18 years. And now little Bob's gone. All in a matter of a week.
Little Bub was literally today. That is
Little
not
Bob,
right. No.
Little Bob went to kitty cat heaven on Sunday. Love you, Little Bob.
Little Bub's on your Instagram, so yes.
This should kick off maybe your next album.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
Aren't those pipes just the best?
Who is that?
I don't know.
Who is that, Kenny?
Bruce Arians, former head coach of the Cardinals, used to play this in the locker room.
Hello, it was Tyrann Mathieu who found this and played it.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
Can I do it in the painkiller voice?
Yes.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
Whoa!
That's what you do in the locker room. You don't play that to the guys before they go on some wimpy maudling. I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Perry Como or Dean Martin.
And by the way, there was no throat clearing, no nothing, no chugging of water to get to that painkiller voice. That was amazeballs.
It only took 50 years to be able to do that.
Wow. That's how the whole whip somebody's ass came about. And as you can tell by the stellar production with the echoes that that from 1970s live albums, you just put echo in there for the hell of it. Rob Halford's back. If you go back and watch that video, let me just show you my face. That's exactly what I'm doing. It's like, if I just could have captured his face we got his back and the back of his head.
Truly one of the greatest moments in the history of the Freaks with Kenny and Crash.
Yes.
It was a mic drop moment. I don't know how it gets any better than that. Completely unprompted. Amazing.
And he asks so politely, "Can I do it in the painkiller voice?"
Right.
Sure. The mic is yours.
All right, so let's jump ahead to. Man, I'm getting. Did Crasher now help? Please. You and I are able to cover each other's memory losses pretty good. Now
it's getting a little harder though.
Right. Okay. So let's pretend that was December of 2019, and that's what he was talking about. Confess. Okay. Now, did he delay that as well? Did that come out in? No. Come out in October 20, right?
I don't think that was delayed. I think only anything in person would be delayed. A book would not be delayed. I don't know for sure, but I highly doubt that was delayed.
Okay. Damn. For being a huge Priest snorkeler that I am, I'm sure I don't have any answers, damn it. Regardless.
Came out in September of 2021, it looks like.
So it was delayed a year.
Oh, the paperback version. Sorry. So it came out in probably the fall of 2020. You're right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking at the paperback version.
And if you've watched any of our Nooners, I'm almost all the way through the Audible version of Confess. Holy smokes! And now they're about to come out with Nostradamus. I don't get in the weeds of this. Anyway, here is the interview that when we caught up with Rob Halford with the release of Confess with Statman, Crasher, and yours truly. We'll roll a few minutes of this to kind of give you a feel of how that vibe transpired with the four of us.
Wow. Rob Halford joining us here in the Freak Nation and celebrating 50 years of Judas Priest. I can't put together 21 years of Speed Freaks without wanting to jump off the freaking roof with pictures and videos and audio. How in the hell did you put together 50 years of music, photos, videos, unreleased this, unreleased live that? How did you go through the annals of Priest history to knock this out for 50 years, Rob Halford?
Well, it took 50 years to get there, and of course we had a wonderful team of people in the UK and here in America. A lot of fantastic people behind the scenes, because we're always working as a band. We're either writing or we're touring or we're doing other production, whatever it might be. So this again was another great team effort. What we wanted to try and do was incorporate some elements in this 50th box set that you don't ordinarily get. And what I mean by that is we went through the vaults. We went deep into the vaults to find some of these tracks, these live tracks. So, for example, at the Mod Club in New York, when I met Andy Warhol, I've told you this story, right, guys?
I found the picture of you and Andy, and you said, take that off the screen, bro.
Yeah, I know that one. I know that T-shirt. We handcuffed each other. Right. And then later on, Andy and I went to Studio 54. What a crazy night that was. But we found some music from that show at the Mod Club, which was magical. So these live elements, again, it's like watching old footage of the Phoenix Suns with Charles and Thunder Dan. You know, it's memory. It's memory. We all thrive on remembering great moments, and so the great moments in this box set are the live songs that we've got from as far back as the 70s. So that's kind of a tangible part of this kind of metal museum, because when you go and see Judas Priest, if you're hardcore for a long time, when we break out Living After Midnight, suddenly it's 1980 all over again. You know, and it's the greatest feeling in the world when you guys go and see your favorite musicians at a show and they play that song when you were at high school, you know, when you had your first car, you know, or when you were on vacation. Music triggers these beautiful memories that we all carry, and so that's what we've tried to do with this one element within the box set. And wow, when it was finally delivered to my house, I was in the UK at the time, and the postman's like, take this from me because it weighs about 50 pounds, you know. It's a really, in essence, it's the epitome of heavy metal, because it's a heavy piece of physical life. It's 50 years of life that you can enjoy and explore, because it's going to take a long time to get through it, but our hardcore fans will do that. So we're thrilled. We're absolutely thrilled to be at this special place right now.
But Rob Halford, I looked at the notes on this thing. You got 13, what is it, 13 unreleased CDs?
You're right.
Dude, you must live in a studio. 13, that's like 100 songs that haven't been released yet.
These live cuts, especially the unreleased live moments, they're really valuable. They're things that we didn't even know we'd got, because we have this trail that we've left behind us for 50 years, Statman, and it's just wow. You mean we've got this track from the Agora Ballroom in 1978? Where do we get this from? And this is a result, again, as I said, of all these beautiful people working behind the scenes to bring these moments into 2021. Yeah, save everything. That's what I always say about to fellow musicians. Save everything. Can I ask you guys something in terms of memorabilia? What have you got in terms of memorabilia, sports memorabilia, that you really value and you really treasure?
Ooh. Okay, when you said value or treasure, that kind of changed my answer, because I do have every single concert ticket from the beginning to now, and I also have every single racing ticket, any motorsport event that I went to, and or credential. So yeah, but do I value those the most, or do I value something that I spent my hard-earned money on autograph-wise? I don't know. But yeah, it's either something autographed or
like a football or a shirt or something like that.
Yeah,
I know.
Baseball.
I know exactly. I wish I could run and get it right now. They've got a jacket that we were given by 21 years ago by one of the first investors in the Speed Freaks. A leather jacket that's the most beautiful thing I've ever received from anybody. And it's so nice, I'm afraid to wear it most places I go. Somebody might take me out of it, you know? So yeah, I've got that jacket, and every time I open the closet door to get something to go outside, I see it there, and a little tear, because the memories that are there mean so much to me. Yeah.
Rob, I've got paraphernalia that's autographed by Texas Longhorns, national championship team, but that you just struck on something there. I've got the ticket stub that I witnessed the first time the Dallas Mavericks beat the Boston Celtics in Reunion Arena with my dad, who was a huge Celtics fan. And Larry Bird was on his ass half the time, knocking down threes. And it was an incredible game. But the fact that I was there with my dad and he was watching me get excited, and I was excited that he was excited for the Mavericks and not cheering for the Celtics, just having that ticket stub really has no meaning other than, spending a winning moment with my dad, whose legendary team got their ass handed to him by the Mavericks. That's my go-to right now.
That's beautiful, Kenny. And I'll tell you why because you brought your dad into that question. Yeah. Because, so many of us have memories as kids of going with their dad. My dad used to take me to see my local football team, the Saddlers in Walsall. And those memories. Look at Kenny. Kenny's living that moment now. He's thinking about his dad. That's just a beautiful memory, and it's related to your passion in sports.
Rob Halford here in the Freak Nation. God. I think it lasted about a 60-minute interview, Crasher. That's up on our YouTube page, Freak Nation. Woo! Let me unmute Crash Mahone, Gladys. There we go. Go ahead.
I don't think he ever did an interview with us less than at least 45 minutes.
Yeah. I think the first time he came in the studio with us in 2017, when Henley was 3 years old, he stayed for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, that was
Richie, I think you were in there for that, weren't you?
Yeah, he was there for the entire show.
Yeah. It's greatness. Well, Freak Nation, I will report back next week on how great Judas Priest was. I'll be curious if Glenn Tipton joins him on stage. If you're a Judas Priest fan, you know why I said that. And Richie Faulkner, the guy is back on stage after his heart freaking exploded in a concert many months ago.
Crazy. Wow.
They're not athletes, man. They're just drug addicts. Which, look this up. Rich, if you punch in Judas Priest, the only headline that comes up, there goes the banner. There goes the banner. It's time to go.
Just couldn't make it.
I know. Yeah. Look up Judas Priest, and it comes up Judas Priest and Dolly Parton. But you need to look it up to find out why.
Okay.
Okay.
Go hang that banner.
Dolly Parton is close to being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when Judas Priest is not.
Oh, right.
All right. We'll leave you with this, even though it is a Friday. We've got to leave you with the classic Robert C. Halford. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This is Big E.
I want residuals.